Hey guys, let me walk you through a really cool way that you can use Seesaw if you want to. My class and my grade level have decided to use Seesaw, and I'm thrilled. So let me show you from the student view what this looks like, and then I'll show you how I built it. So you can see I am in a sample class and I'm under student, and this is just like a faux account. I have all the directions here, and I really like how you can add the icons from Seesaw into your directions. Now, we're doing this for a different reason than to have it right here, and I'll show you what it is in just a minute. So right now I'm in Mary under my student account. I'm going to add my response. So remember how I said instructions? Whatever you typed in instructions actually go up here. So this is awesome because parents can refer to it if they want to. We do this way more for parents than students because our students probably can't read that. Right here, I have a little listen icon that I made, and then my students can click this and they can listen to me telling them what to do on this slide. But this is for the first day of school, and these are 4 tasks that are set up for students to do. Because we're new at this, I went ahead and gave the task and then the time and what they need to do at that task. So I thought that that would be really clean and simple for the parents. Now these are all linked to other pages in Seesaw. So my goal was for the students to go into Seesaw to this on this day and then only have to be in this page on this day. So at around 8 a.m., they're going to need to watch something. And this link actually goes to page 2 right here, and it kind of can get hidden pretty easily in Seesaw, so I have little arrows pointing over. So when my students click this, it's going to take them to page 2. Now our principal is going to release a video for us, so I'm going to put that video or a link to that video, depending on how long it is, of course, right in here, and my students at 8 a.m. can watch this. Pretty simple, pretty basic, nothing difficult. But look, those view instructions are still up there. Now they can click this little home icon. Now if they click here, nothing happens. But if they click that link, it takes them back to the front. Now at 8:30, we're going to have a live class. Now remember, I want everything to be on one page. So my kids can click this link. And now they're over here on this next page, page 3. And this is going to be our live class. So I have an icon to show them. And I have audio directions again. And then this link, it's not active right now because I don't have that Google Meet link ready. But this link I will change to be the link to our live class so that they can join us. Now I'm not sure if this is going to work yet or not, so I'm going to attempt this. But one of our requirements is when we're done with our Google Meet, for the students who miss it, they need to get a replay link. So I went ahead and added a little replay link down here so that students can watch it on replay. I don't know if that will work, so that's going to be Mary's going to test, and I will come back and let you know. Now, live class and replay look almost the same. I changed the border color. So it's the same icon because it's the same activity. It's just how you're viewing it. Again, I put a little arrow to that link that will make more sense. And then the kids can click home. At 10:30, we're going to give them a independent activity. So they're going to click this. And this is because this is when students would be working independently. Let me click over. If people are wondering why we're not doing it during this slot, we actually have our specials during that slot normally, but we're not going to have specials the first 2 days of school. So I don't need to have an activity linked right there. So this is the independent activity. Again, they have a little listen icon up here. They can listen to me give them the instructions on how to do that. This is a digital copy of what we sent home. They're going to actually get this colored sheet, this coloring sheet. Now, I did include the digital copy so they know which sheet they're supposed to use. And if they don't pick up their materials or they lose their materials or something happens, then they do have a copy here that they can grab. Because this is so new for our students and we want them to start building their independence up, our teachers are going to go live on Google Meet for tech support for about 20 minutes that morning. And this is the link how they're going to get to us. It's not active yet, of course, but it will be. So if they're having difficulty with this and they need us, the teachers are going to be right here. But essentially, just because we could color this digitally doesn't mean that that's a best practice. So what we decided was we were going to do as much normal as we possibly could, and we would normally have kids do a coloring activity. Another direction that we're excited about is we're going to actually have the kids color the background their favorite color, and so that way we can learn something about the student as well. Because we want them to turn this in, I went ahead and included a next button here. When they click next, they're going to get to turn this in. So I think I need to delete some of this stuff over here. But they're going to get to they're going to get to turn this in. So they're going to have some, I think I'm going to put a video right here of how to do that. That's what it is. Sorry. They're going to follow these directions. And of course, they can't read that. But essentially, they push this camera button, and the video will show them, right? They push this camera button. Then they push the photo button, and then they push the photo button that's going to be on the screen. It appears here, here, and here. So they can push it and it uploads their picture for them automatically. So although it seems like a lot to say, hey, on the first day, see if your kids can upload this, they're going to be given Chromebooks that should be able to do this. And we need to know if those Chromebooks work. So this is a great way to test it. And remember, our teachers are going to be live, ready for them to help if we need to. All right, so then the student can come over here and push home. And then we're going to go live again at 12. So they're going to go here, and again, the same type of thing that they can listen to the directions here, and then they can push here. I got the replay link ready just in case I can use it. And then this link will go to the last page. And this is a don't forget page. We will tell them how to do this, but don't forget they can listen to it up here. They need to click this green arrow when they're done. And that will send this over to the teacher for approval. Now, what I've heard from teachers who use Seesaw in the past, before you would have several several activities, and then you would get a separate message in Seesaw for each activity. They said this is much less for the teacher to check, but if you're taking attendance like we are, where we're checking to see if a student participates live, or a student watches a replay, or a student participates in an activity and turns it in, they're counted present for the day. So if that's how we're taking attendance at my school, it makes sense to have a Seesaw activity that's an all-in-one. So I can easily see if they did any of those things. Now, I won't easily be able to see if they did the replay of the activity, but I'll know if they're in our live class, and then I'll know from Seesaw if they did the independent work and turned it in. So what I've heard from others is that having this all in one makes it super easy for the parents because they can see everything their student's going to do. It makes it super easy for the student because every single thing is linked. The biggest thing is getting the students on at the correct time, which just takes practice and probably alarm set. And it's just super easy for everybody. So that is what I'm planning on doing. Now, I will have to edit this every day. So like August 13th would look different. August 28th would look different. Every day would look a little bit different, but I would have everything laid out super, super easy for the parents to see. A lot of people said if you post an announcement like this, that is also a really good idea. So what I did was I just added a picture, and this is a link to the Google Meet, and this actually is my link, so I don't want to click on it too much. But this actually is the link to my whole class in my group with Google. So I left that as an announcement that I put in here so that they always can get to that. So if something's crazy happening and getting to activities, now I don't have any activities in here because I already submitted mine, right? So if I can't get to the activity that I'm supposed to because I already submitted it, I still have that link to get online with my class right here in my announcements. So I definitely think you kind of want to look into that as well. I think it's super smart. From what I have read as well, the first announcement you do always stays on the top. So that's why I put this link up here for that announcement. because this is the link they hypothetically would use the absolute most. So you can see what it looks like from the student. Now I'm going to go out and I'm going to go into my Seesaw for teachers, okay? Okay, so you can see that I am now in my sample class that is for a teacher. So this is Teacher Mary now. And you can see that the sample student I was in turned in this work. So do you see how it says 1 unapproved, and I can review it? Now we both know there's nothing really in there because we did it together, but you can see how the whole activity, all the activities for the day are in this one Seesaw. So I really like that. I feel like this is so planned and so organized, and it really truly makes my heart happy. I was a little concerned with having multiple activities and how that would look for me and what that would look like for students and the usability. So I really do love the look of this. So how I did this, and it wasn't super easy, but it wasn't super hard. I would say it was more meticulous. So let me go to my activities and let me find where my activities are. Here am I, this is my library, and you can see I was just playing around with a ton of different things that I could do. And I was making some templates and just really playing to see what worked best for me. And this is what you guys saw. This was my assignment. So I'm going to go over here to copy and edit. So if I wanted to do this same thing for the 13th, let me show you that first, and then I'll show you how to build it. All I go in and do is change this. I will probably leave this alone, right? And then I can come here, and I know on the first day of school we're not going to have this video. Maybe I'll leave it to make sure that they watch it. This live class we're probably going to do, and we're probably going to do a different independent work, and we'll have live class here. So then I come over here to these pages here. I can leave this video here. I can just come in and say, this is the same video from yesterday. Now, if I decide to enter a story or something here, I can just edit this and I can say watch, and they can watch a little video of me reading them a book, okay? So very easy to do that. And if I was going to record, I would hit like record me reading. I would hit camera, video, and I could video right inside Seesaw. Now there are some limitations. I think it has to be like under 5 minutes, but you don't have to record separately and import. You can literally do it right here from Seesaw, and I love that. All right, so my live class, this would all stay the exact same. I would probably take away the replay link, but these links would stay the same. All of these directions would stay the same. So you can see once you build it how easy this is. This would change, okay? So I know we would not do this activity the second day, and therefore those directions would be different. So those two would be different. And I know I would do a different picture. So instead of taking a picture with my camera, I would go to upload, and I would have to find the picture of what we're doing. So I'm just going to pretend that we're doing this just because the photo was right there, okay? And this is just a magnetic cookie sheet blending board thing. Nothing spectacular or special. And oh, this was a freebie I gave away in my newsletter. So the template for this. So then what I could do is put what they're going to be using here. Again, we are not doing all technology here. We are very much doing hands-on. And then I can come over here and record the audio direction. So watch, I would do exactly this. Hey guys, today we're going to be building some words together. So get out your cookie sheet with your magnetic letters. Up at the top, you're going to see 3 different colors. Hopefully it looks just like mine, green, yellow, and red. And that's where we're going to put some letters. All of your magnetic letters should be below. We're going to see if you can build the word cat. Cat's going to be spelled k-a-t. Oh, I heard those sounds. Let's see if we can find the C. Can you find the magnetic C? Put that on top of the green. Now see up here where it was recording? I didn't record everything. It did give me 5 minutes. I'm going to click done. It looks like nothing happened, but this whole thing is what recorded. So I'm going to make that much smaller. And I have a box right here because it puts like a border on these directions. And then when I drop that image that Seesaw made for me with sound, I just drop it right in there. So you can easily make this activity literally in less than a minute. This doesn't change, right? All right, then this would be where they upload their directions. And you could put the video right here for them to watch. So remember, to do that, you would click here in video. I'm not videoing right now, so you don't get to see me right now. And it will drop it in just like that. Now you can see here, I did not have that little, oh, there's a little next button. See how it's linked to page 5? I put it over here. I thought I messed up for a second, but I did better than I thought. So say you want to manipulate some of this. All you do is click on it and move it around a little bit. If you don't want it to move anymore, you click those 3 dots and you hit lock. So pretty easy. So this one's locked, so it can't be moved by students. So I'm going to unlock it and move that one here. I think it would be super smart if right before you assigned everything to students, you would go through and check your links and lock everything. I really, really, really think that would be like probably the best thing to do. So you can see how easy you can manipulate everything and lock it down. Okay. So again, the kids could hit home and they would go back home. So this live class down here, color-coded blue, would be the exact same thing. You would not need to change anything. Maybe just change that replay link from the day before. No big deal. Now I don't have a little next button down here. So what I did to make it was I took this and I did the 3 dots and I duplicate. And then I drug it down here. I clicked on it and I typed in next. Okay. Super easy. If you can see the one I did up here, I had this little box around it that's blue. I just think that highlights it a little bit more. So to do that, I just add a shape. I mean, I really don't know very many programs that are as easy as Seesaw. So see how it's in front? I'm just going to go to order and send it to the back. Now I'm going to click on those dots and I'm going to link it. Now I want to link it to page 7. So this is page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're numbered. I'm just not sure if you can see it really well from your screen. I'm going to link it to page 7. All right. So now I have that linked. And when they click this, they will go to this last page to turn their work in. All right. So that is how I edited it for the second day. I mean, I don't think 10 minutes even to get that all ready for students was awful at all. The good thing is you can change any of this that you want as well. And if you remember those icons that looked really cool in the directions, so instead of say click add, so if you were going to type it normal, you would say click add, right? Just like this. Well, in Seesaw, they have some shortcuts, and I'll share the link with you. But if you put this little colon, semicolon, I don't remember what it is, in front and back of it for what they tell you, they have like a shortcut cheat sheet. It will add that icon instead. So they have an icon for add, they have an icon for video, they have an icon for link. So all of these are little shortcuts that help your directions. And I think that's super, super awesome. Now you can add voice directions here or multimedia directions here. And I love that. But because we did so many different things to the template, I thought it was better to add them to each page. That's just what I felt. Now, over time, do I think I could do away with adding the audio on each page of the template and add it here? Probably. but I would rather err on the side of a little bit too much right now and see what happens. So then look, now you can see that I would hypothetically have August 13th done. I mean, I don't think that's horrible or labor intensive at all. All right. Next thing I want to show you is how you can share this with others. So my grade level might all be doing the exact same thing. So what they can do is they can go down here to share this activity. And then when I select these teachers right here, it's going to pop up with all the other teachers that are like within my school. So you can kind of see some of these people. These are all in my school districts. I don't necessarily want to share their email with you. But I could select the teachers that I want to share this specific activity with. And that way they could use this in their own classrooms, and we would all have identical activities. So I really love that. Now, would I share this to the Seesaw library? No, because this has like specific links like that my principal is going to make, like a video my principal is going to make, or links to Google Meet for my class. So that would not be conducive. But you can see how good it would be to share with other teachers around you. So hypothetically, you would not have to make each one of these. All right, so remember I said this is not hard to make. It's just tedious. It just takes you being very meticulous when it comes to this. So kind of let me walk you through what I did. So I went to new activity, and then we'll just call this template test. And then this is the instruction. So I would say click, and now instead of doing add, I would type it in like this. So it'll give you the seesaw symbol, right? Follow directions on each page. Click camera. Let me type that in so it's the seesaw image, etc. Okay. Now we want to add the template for student responses. To do this, there's tons of different things you can do, but I actually went up here to the drawing and I built what I wanted this to be. And you absolutely can make yours look any way you want to. So what I did was I used what I had right here, and I used these shapes, and I just used this specific one. That's what I use. And if you've ever met me, oh, let me erase that. You know I have this thing about rainbow order and coloring. I clicked the wrong button, so let me erase all the things. I should just go up here and do undo, because that would be faster. All right, I have this thing with rainbows, and I love them. So I just took this shape right here, and I added it just like this. And then I literally thought, how many activities do we have the first day? We have 4. So let me make 4 boxes. And I just am right clicking and go to duplicate. And then I literally just changed the color. So I clicked on what I wanted, and then they have this color bar here. Clicked on what I wanted, color bar here. Clicked on what I wanted, color bar, just like that. It is not hard at all, okay? Now I'm going to add a different shape, and this one is going to be, oh, I think I did text. So I went to text and I made it a black text. So I went to this dot right here, and do you see how it says style like that? That's the one I used. So I put 1, and then I put the time. Now, because we teach littles, I don't always love all the numbers and how they look. So I would go to the one that made the numbers look the best that I could, because I think sometimes like the 4s can get tricky and things like that. And then formatting wise, it's not hard. You just kind of stretch it out. Now, once I did that one, I just go to duplicate. Oh, I locked it. Sorry. Unlock. Once it's locked, you can't do anything with it. So you really want to lock very last so that you can edit it. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. And now Now I can edit all of these to make them what my times are. So that's an easy way to change it out. Super fast, and it just takes seconds. Awesome. Okay. Pretty basic. Now, what we want to do is we want to link these to something, but I don't have anything to link it to. So what I need to do is I need to go over here to add pages. Now, if I remember Seesaw correctly, if you have the free version, I don't think you can do more than one page. So I do think you have to have the paid version. But go ahead and add a page. And then what I'm going to do is I want to color code this first activity the same as this because they're the same. And actually, if I wanted to make my life super easy, I'm going to delete. See how I'm clicking on those arrows right over there on the side? Just so I don't have to work harder. I can go up here and duplicate that page so they look the same, and then just go and delete what I don't need from here. That would probably make my world better, right? And then I could go here and duplicate again, and I could make this one the red activity. And then I could duplicate and make this one the purple activity. And then I could duplicate and make this one that's not quite the right color, blue activity. All right. And obviously these need to be edited a little bit, so no big deal. So this is 4. This is going to happen at 12. And this is 3. And this is going to happen maybe 10:30. And this is 2, and that's going to be 8:30. Okay. So now that I have these pages built, now I can link. So I'm going to click on this. And if you remember when we did PDF 101, we linked to different pages. This is the same type of thing. I'm going to link this to a different page. So I'm going to click those 3 dots, and I'm going to link. And do you see how I can link it to a website or link it to a page? I'm going to link this to page 2. Now the link is right here. Now I'm going to do the same type of thing, and I'm going to link this to page 3. Link to page 4. Link to page 5. Now, what I don't love is where it puts this little link. It can be a little bit difficult for kids to see. So that's when I go through and I add those little arrows, right? And I like them to be easy to see. So that's why I made them black. So you can see that if I go like this, and then I moved it down so I could show you. You can manipulate the arrow so it kind of points right at the link. And then I'm literally duplicating, so it always goes there. All right. Not horrible at all. So you can see how you can link that. Now, if you want to actually add all your directions, you just go in here and these are the directions. And then you can add those directions there. To add audio, we already did that, so you can start recording over there. I'm not going to record the audio, but remember how it drops it in. So this is just kind of a basic of how you build it. It is a little tedious because at the very end, you're going to go in and you're going to lock every single thing that you can down. And when everything is locked down, then you have your template built here. I hope that makes a lot of sense. I hope this is something that you can really use well for Seesaw because I am loving it.